EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he stopped immediately there.
Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Metcalf motions left. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Come on. Hey, he's lying. He's coming.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 9. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
And this is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
George Pickens.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stroud now on second down. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right.
Well, Pickens pulls it in. What a play.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down gets him a yard to the 26. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Kirk. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Christian Kirk. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Kill, kill, kill. Check smash, check smash.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Metcalf motions left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Watch 36, 36 to Mike. Buffalo 18. Let's get some penetration. Mike 36. 60, trap 60. 36 to Mike. Bang it. Bang it.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. So good field possession for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Stroud.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
2nd and 20. Play action. Stroud now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stroud.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Street. 7 Pirates. 36 to Mike.
Here's Stroud.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds right around the 20. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I don't care how many times we say it.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. 1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Stroud looking to throw.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case at this